students, how are you all? I hope you all are doing great. I am Neha Rajvanshi and I welcome you all in today's class, that is English class of class 10th. So students, in today's video we will start reading with our new topic of grammar syllabus. So now we will study about prepositions. Prepositions, yes, it's a very common topic whenever we read any English chapter, any English book. So yes, we actually come across with so many prepositions. So now we will discuss all the prepositions one by one. We will see their major uses, where these prepositional words they are used actually, and yes, we will see some examples also. So now let's begin our video that is based on preposition. So first of all students, let's clear this thing that what prepositions actually mean. So let's read. Prepositions are those words which are followed by prepositional complements. So there can be noun, pronouns, noun phrases and gerunds as well, and that express spatial or temporal relations or making various semantic roles. So prepositions are, we can say, basically some words that actually show the position of all these words. So for that we actually need certain words, exact word to show the exact position. So for that we need these words that are known as preposition. ओके एंड यस, इट्स अ वेरी कॉमन टॉपिक. हम स्टार्टिंग से बहुत सारे प्रीपोजिशन हम पढ़ते आए हैं जब भी हम चैप्टर पढ़ते हैं. सो यू कैन से दैट नाउ इन दिस टॉपिक वी विल रिवाइज ऑल द रूल्स एंड वी विल सी ऑल द रूल्स ऑल टुगेदर, एंड यस वी विल सी सो मेनी एग्जाम्पल्स ऑल्सो. सो वन बाय वन वी विल डिस्कस ऑल द प्रीपोजिशंस. सो लेट्स सी द फर्स्ट प्रीपोजिशन दैट वी आर हैविंग हियर. सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल लेट्स डिस्कस अबाउट इन. In, again, it's a very common preposition, and now we will see the different uses that where we can use this preposition, that is in. So now let's see the uses. The first one, time. Before morning, evening, afternoon, month, year or season. So yes, in preposition it is used to show time, and how it is used before such words like morning, evening, afternoon, and we can use in before month also. It means any month. We can say in January, in February, in May, in March. Okay, we can use in before year also, like we can say in 1994, we can say in 2020, right? We can use in before season also. Season means we can say in winter, in summer, in rainy season. So like this way, to show time we can use this preposition, that is in. Clear? And now we are having some of the example to clear this thing. So let's see. We are having Shakespeare died in 1616. So in this sentence we are having you in, and yes, in is used before time, and as a time we are having 1 year also. So before year we can use in. Second example is Abhishek is coming here in winter. Again we are having some time, and here we are having one season name, and as a preposition we are having in before season. So this is the another use. Next example, children play in the evening. Again in the sentence we are having in, and we are having evening, that actually shows some kind of time. So yes, in it is used to show time, and in this manner if we are having such words like morning, evening, afternoon, or any month name, any year name, or any season name, then before all these words we can use in. Clear? Now let's see the next use. In refers to a space of time in the future. So yes, this preposition in, it is also used to show the future time. How? Let's see the example. Ashok will come back in a week. So here we are talking about the future time, because we are saying that in the coming week, in the future week, he will come back. So yes, in that sense also, when we are talking about some future time, we can use this preposition, that is in. Okay. Next use we are having here, yes, in, it is also used to show the place. How? We can be in a country, states, capitals, metro cities, in a square, in a forest, in a field, or any enclosed space. So all these are the places. Okay, if you are talking about any country, state, capital, or any metro cities, or if you are talking about some square, forest, field, any enclosed space, so all these things are related with the the place. So to show these places we can also use this preposition in. And now we are having some of the example there, and all these examples are related with some place. So let's see. Mr. Sharma works in Delhi. So here we are having Delhi, that is one of the place, it's a one of the city, and here we are having in before city names. Next we are having Kanchan lives in Jaipur. Again Jaipur is a city also, it's a capital also. Delhi is also the capital city. So here also we can use in before capitals, before cities, right? Next we are having children are playing in the hall. Hall, it's also a place, okay, it's an enclosed area. So for that we can also use this preposition, that is in. So yes, in is also used to show the places, and these are the major places, and before these places we can use this preposition, that is in. Next we are having motion. So let's read. In indicates surroundings already inside. So yes, in it is also used to show something that is surrounded by other thing, and that is already. How? Let's see the example. My pen is in your book. So here we are talking about this thing that already the pen is inside the bag, okay. So we are having my pen is in your bag. So we are talking about this thing that already the pen is inside the bag. Next is he lives at Sanjay Nagar in Jhotwada. So here also we are talking about this thing that already he is living here, okay. Next is he is in politics. So in this sense also we can use in, and here we are trying to show the profession of some person, and we are saying that he is in politics. So in this manner also we can use this preposition, that is in. Clear? Now moving on, we are having our next preposition, that is at. So again at, it's also a very common preposition. We all use this preposition in our daily conversation also. So now let's see, we are having the major uses of this preposition. Let's read. First of all, we are having time. So yes, we have discussed the uses of in, and at that time also we have discussed that in, it was used to show the time, and this preposition at, it is also used to show time. So what is the difference that we will read here? So let's see. At is used to for point of time. It is also used to show the clock time, like we can say at 5 p.m, at sunrise, at noon, at dawn, at sunset, at night, or we can say at midnight. So I just want to all of you to recall the uses when we were discussing the preposition in. So then we were having certain words, we were having in the morning, in the evening, right? But here we are having noon, sunrise. So students, yes, you have to be very careful, because they are some of the words, and before some words we have to use in, and before some words we have to use at, and both are the preposition that show the time. But it depends on the word, that what we are having here. If we were having evening, morning, afternoon, such words, then we have to use in. But if we are having sunrise, noon, sunset, night, such words, then we have to use at. So yes, you have to differentiate the uses of the prepositions, okay. You have to learn all these rules. You have to be very careful about the words, because according to the words we have to use the preposition. So again let's see one more time. At is, it is also used to show the time, and in what sense? If we are talking about the point of time, or we are talking about the clock of time. Suppose I am asking that what is the time, so we can say that it is 5 p.m. So it is according to the clock. So to show this time we can use 5 p.m, and these are certain words: sunrise, noon, dawn, sunset, night, midnight, and before all these words we have to use this preposition, that is at, okay. So now let's see some of the examples we are having here. First one is Priya gets up at 5 o'clock in the morning. So in this sentence we are having at also, we are having in also. So let's see, let's observe the difference of the uses. In, it is used before morning, and we have discussed this use of in earlier, and at, it is used before time, or we can say the clock time. So this is the difference, and in this sentence we are having both the prepositions. We are having at also, we are having in also. But what is the difference that you have to observe here? Morning, before morning we are using in, and before clock time we are using at. Clear? Next one is someone knocked the door at night. So here we are having night. So before night we have to use at. Next is they went there at sunrise. Again you have to learn all these words. We are having sunrise. So for that we are using at here. Suppose in this sentence we are having morning here. They went there morning. So definitely at the time we had to use in, right? We were making a sentence like they went there in the morning. But because we are having sunrise here, and this is the reason we have to use at here in this sentence. So yes, it all depends the words that we are having here, and according to the words we have to use these prepositions, and according to that we have to decide that whether we have to use in or we have to use at. But this thing is clear that both the articles, they are at and in, they are used to show the time, and we are having certain words, we are having some list, and some words are related with in and some words are related with at. Okay. Moving on, next we are having place. So yes, in it was also used to show the place, and yes, at it is also used to show the place. How? Let's see. Point of place for meeting or availability. So if we are talking about this manner, then we have to use this preposition, that is at. Now we are having some of the examples. So let's see. First one is Shivram is at home. So here we are talking about some place. Home is also a place, but here before home we are using at. Next one is Pratibha is at work. So here at work means we can say the place where she works. So again we are talking about some place, we are talking about her workplace, but here we have to use at. Next one is Kalpana is at the cinema. Again, cinema is a kind of place, but here in this sentence we are using at before place. So if we are talking about a point of place, right, one exact position, one exact place, then always we have to use at before that place. One more example we are having, they are at temple. Again, temple is a place, but in this sentence we are using at as a preposition before temple. So here you have to observe again the difference that is there between at and in. At is always used before the places. When we are talking about some exact place, when we are talking about some point of place, then to show that thing we have to use at as a preposition. Okay. Next we are talking about another use of at, and now we are having motion. How? Let's see the examples. He laughed at me. So we can say that it is a phrase, laugh at. Always after laugh we have to use at. Next we are having they rushed at the enemy. So here we are talking about the direction, that where he was rushing. So you know we can say that we are showing the direction, and we are talking about this thing that they rushed at the enemy, or we can say at the direction of their enemies, or we can say at the direction where their enemies were standing. So here we are talking about the direction. To we can say that to show that thing we are using at here in the sentence as a preposition. Okay. Next is he is gazing at the sky. So again we are having at in the sentence. So in this manner we have to use at to show the motion. Next, at is used to show price, cost, or we can say speed. Another use of at we are having here. Yes, at it is used to show we can say price of something, cost of something, and the speed of something. So let's see another examples that we are having here. First one is milk sells at rupees 22 per liter. So here we are talking about the cost of milk, and we are saying that what is the cost of per liter. So we can say to show the cost we are using at here in the example in the sentence. Second one is he got that book at rupees 50. Again we are talking about the price of the book, and to show the price we are using at. Next example, the car is running at 160 km per hour. So here we are talking about the speed of that car, and to show the speed again we are using at as a preposition. So yes, this is the another use of at that you have to learn. At it is used to show the price of something, cost, and we can say the speed of something, and these are the examples over here that we have discussed when we were having cost, price, and speed of something, and in all these sense we have to use at as a preposition. Okay. Next, at is used to show age and stage also. Another use of at we are having here, and at as a preposition, yes, it is also used to show, you know, when we are talking about the age of someone, or we can say when we are talking about the stage of something, then also we can use at. How? Let's see the examples. The first one is, my grandfather died at the age of 60. So here we are talking about, you know, age, and we are saying that my grandfather died when he was at the age of 60. So, you know, to show the age, we are using this preposition, that is at. Okay. Second one is, I left college at 25. Again, we are talking about the age. So, you know, to show the age, or we can say to show the stage, we have to use this preposition, that is at. And yes, these are the examples that we have already discussed. Next, we are having that at, it is used with these words. So there are certain phrases, so these are all known as the fixed phrases. So when we are having these words, then always with these words we have to use at as a preposition. So yes, students, you have to learn this table, you have to learn all these words. So let's read one time what words we are having here in the list. First of all, we are having shout at. So always we have to add you know, at after shout. Suppose I am having a sentence that the mother was shouting at the kids, at the children. So after shout we have to use at. Next is shoot at. Yes, shoot is also having at as a preposition. Next is mock at. Mock means to make fun of someone, right? So if I am saying that the kids were mocking at the beggar, right? So like in this manner we can use. So mock is always having at after it. Next is look at, then aim at, we are having growl at, then grumble at, we are having laugh at, bite at, kick at, and smile at. So these are some of the words, and all these words are having at as a preposition after them. Okay, so yes, you have to learn the table. You have to be very careful because such kind of sentence are very tricky, because you know हमें ऐसे में हमें learn करना है कि अगर ये word आएगा, so after that we have to use at as a preposition, because all these known as fixed expression, fixed phrases. Clear? So these all are the uses that we have discussed, and all these uses are related with the preposition, that is at. Clear? So next preposition we are having on, and yes, it's also a very common preposition. So now let's see the different uses that are related with this preposition, that is on. So let's see. So yes, on, it is also used to show the time. How? Let's see. On is used for point of time, like if we are having a day, or we are having date, or we are having date, month, year, this kind of combo. So you know, I hope that you all are able to recall that when we were having the uses of in, so that you know, we have discussed that when we are having year, so always before year we have to use in, right? So now we are having another rule that if we are having any day, so before day we have to use on. So we all know that we are having 7 days, so before any day we have to use on, like we can use on Monday, on Sunday, on Saturday. Now another thing we are having on January 17, it means if we are having date, okay, after day, or we can say after month, so then also we can use on. We can write on January 17. Next we can say on his birthday, on his success. It means if we are having any kind of occasion, like we can say on Independence Day, on 15th March. So in this manner, when we are trying to show the time, then we have to use this preposition, that is on. So yes, student, in, at, and on, the three prepositions that we have discussed till now, all the three prepositions are associated to show the time. But yes, each preposition is having their own rules, their own particular criteria. So that you have to be very careful about. That criteria of that preposition आपको learn करना है, that you know in जो है वो भी time को show कर रहा है, but किस sense में time को show कर रहा है, किन किन words के साथ वो associate है, that you have to learn. Second was at. So yes, at was also you know indicating time, but in what sense and what are the words that are associated with at, that you have to learn. And the third preposition that we are talking about here, that is on, and it is also associated, you know, it is also able to indicate the time, but how and what are the words that you have to learn. Okay. So let's see the examples to clear this thing. We are having, he congratulated me on my birthday. So we have discussed that if we are having some kind of occasion, then also we have to use on. So my birthday, we are showing the time, but yes, in this sentence we are having on as a preposition. Next example we are having, Vishnu congratulated Ashok on his grand success. So yes, we are having one kind of occasion here, and to show the occasion we are using on as a preposition in the sentence. Next is, Ravi is coming here on Monday. So we are having one day here, and we have discussed in the rules that when we are having any kind of day, we are having 7 days. So for all the days if we are having in the sentence, so before all the days we have to use on as a preposition. Next one is, the meeting was held on 24th November 2013. So if we are having a date in this format, it means when we are having, you know, date, month and year. So if we are having this kind of combo, so before that also we have to use on. Clear? Next, yes, on, it is also used to show the motion. How? On is used for outwardly surface in contact. So it's a very important use of on. So yes, on, it is used when we are trying to show that something was in a contact with another thing, but only from outward surface. To show, you know, that contact, we have to use on as a preposition. How? So we are having some of the example to clear this thing. So you know, we can say, read all this example very carefully. The first one is, a cat is moving its tail on a bench. So when we are using on in the sentence, so we are indicating this thing that the cat was having one contact with the bench. The cat was sitting, you know, on the bench. Next is, Ramesh puts his hat on the table. So with the help of this preposition on, we are showing this thing, we are indicating this thing that the hat was in the contact of the table. So what it means? So here we are trying to say this thing that if something was in contact with other thing, or we can say something was in the contact of the outer surface of another thing, then always we use on as a preposition. Clear? Next is, we have to walk on the pavement whole night. So here we are walking on the pavement, and when we are walking, obviously our foot, you know, have a contact, have a touch with the pavement, and to show that contact, we are using here on as a preposition. Next is, Sumit is standing on the road. Similarly, in this sentence also, when someone is standing, so obviously he is having the touch with the road. So you know, to show that touch, to show, we can say that contact, we are using on here in the sentence. So yes, it's a very important use of on, and according to this rule we have discussed that on, it is used to show the contact, it is used to show the touch with the outward surface of something with the another thing. Clear? Next use, on is used before foot, horseback, a horse, a camel, a camel's back, or we can say an elephant. और similarly another example भी आना, you know, कोई भी animal हम यहाँ पे ले सकते हैं. So we can say to show all these things always we use on. So how? Let's see the example to clear the thing. We can write, he walks on foot. So always, this is a combo, we can say always on is used before foot. Okay. Second is, he was riding on a horse, and now suppose here in the place of horse we are having camel, we are having bull, we are having elephant. So for any other elephant, you know, for any other animal, we have to use on here as a preposition when we are talking about this thing that someone was riding on the back of some animal. So for that reason we have to use on as a preposition. Okay. Next is, on is used to show on the subject. So this is another use of on when it is used to show this thing. So let's see the example. The first one is, this is a book on English grammar. So here we are talking about the subject of the book, you know. So we can say to show the subject of the book, we have to use on as a preposition. Second one is, this book is on Swami Vivekanand. Again, we are showing the subject of the book, that we are saying that this book is related with Swami Vivekanand. This book is having all the details that are related with Swami Vivekanand. So when we are showing this thing that this thing is related, this book is related with that person, so for that we have to use this preposition, that is on. Okay. Next is on is used with these words. Again we are having one list here. We are having some words, we can say some fixed prepositions, fixed expressions, and these words are always having on as a preposition. So let's read one more time. We have to always use on before a cold day, right? Next we are having on the radio, on strike, on fire, on holiday, on a journey, on loan, on the phone, on leave, on a diet, on a tour, on duty, or we can say on page number 50. So all these words are having on before them. ओके सो इससे पहले हमने यूजेस पढ़े थे. सो एट ए टाइम प्रीपोजिशन वॉज यूज आफ्टर द वर्ड्स, बट हेयर यू कैन ऑब्जर्व द डिफरेंस. हियर यू कैन ऑब्जर्व दिस थिंग that on is used before these words. So this is another important thing that yes, you have to be very careful about. And again all these words are known as a fixed expression, or we can say fixed preposition, because always on is associated with all these words. Okay. Moving on, we are having our next preposition here. So now we will talk about within. So we will discuss all the different uses that are associated with this preposition, that is within. So now let's see. So yes, within, it is related with time. How? Within indicates the completion of action within provided time, or means before the end of the given period. So within, it is also related with time, but how? So yes, within it is used to show when we are trying to say that कोई काम जो है वो given period से given time की limit में complete हो जाएगा. So if we are trying to show this thing, then we have to use this preposition, that is within. So now let's see some of the examples to clear this thing. We are having the captain ordered his soldier to go to the head office and come back within half an hour. So here we are having within as a preposition, and we are trying to say this thing that the captain, he was having one order for one of his soldier. And what was the order? He gave one order to the soldier that he has to go to the head office, but he has to come back within half an hour. So here we can say that the soldier, he was having only half an hour, he was having the period of 30 minutes only to complete this order, right? So yes, when we are trying to say something that this is the limit, ये जो वर्क है ये विद इन इस लिमिट में कंप्लीट करना है, ये विद इन इस टाइम पीरियड में कंप्लीट करना है, देन वी हैव टू यूज विद इन एज अ प्रीपोजिशन. ओके, सो हियर वी आर ट्राइंग टू से दिस थिंग दैट द सोल्जर वाज हैविंग ओनली हाफ एन आवर, he was having only 30 minutes of period to complete this thing. So this is the reason we are using within here as a preposition. Second one is he will come back from the USA within a month. Again we are having a period of time. We are talking about 1 month. We are talking about 30 days of period, and to show that period we are using within as a preposition. And here what is the task? The task is to come back from the USA. So here we are saying that yes, he will come back from the USA within this given time, within this given period of time. Okay, next is she shall submit my thesis within 10 days. Again we are having one period of time. We are having a period of 10 days, and what is the task? The task here is to submit my thesis, and we are saying that this task will complete within this given period, within this time. Okay, so yes, within, it shows it is related with time, and it is used before one period of time when we are saying that this task is expected to complete within that period of time. Okay. Next, another use of within we are having, within shows capability and limitations. So yes, it is another use of within. With the help of within, we can show the limitations of something, we can show the capability of someone. How? Let's see the examples. First one is we should keep our expenses within our income. So here we are saying this thing that there should be the limitations. With the help of within, we are showing the limitations of our expenses, and we are saying this thing that it is a good idea to keep your expenses always within your income. Okay, so yes, we should limit our expenses within our income. Second one is this is within a kilometer. So here we are talking about something, and we are saying that this is the possibility that that thing is within the area of 1 kilometer. So to show the limitations, or we can say to show the capability, we can use this preposition, that is within. This is another important use of within. Okay, so students, we have discussed some of the prepositions in this video. We have seen their different uses, and yes, we have seen so many examples also. And students, again, no need to confuse, no confusion should be there, and all the different uses should be very clear. Yes, we are having so many prepositions that are actually related with the same thing, like we are having so many prepositions, they were showing time, but all are having their own criteria. Each and every preposition is having their own limit, so that you have to learn, that you have to be very careful. And again, I am saying this thing that it's a very normal, very common and very easy topic. So yes, we are just to summarize all the rules, we are just having all the rules together here, and we are doing just, we can say, one kind of revision, because all the uses of prepositions, actually we know, we actually use these prepositions always in our conversation. Okay, so in the next video we will continue with this topic. We will see some more prepositions, we will see their uses, and yes, some examples also. So just to be with me, and see you in the next video. Thank you.